Hello everyone, this is Werewolf Kid 1937 here, back with something a little bit different. This is how to access all 28 function keys on the NCE Power Cab. As you see here, I have my NCE Power Cab. Now, for this video, you won't be able to actually see the LED display, but I will show you the buttons on here. And if you have an NCE Power Cab, you can just follow along with me and do as I do. Or even an NCE Pro Cab for that matter. Basically the same thing, as one is wireless. What I had found out the other day, I was actually exploring buying a new DCC system, and I was actually going to go with the MRC Prodigy Wireless because I found one on eBay that was going for $50 starting bid price, and I was thinking, oh, I won't go up more than like $200. I was thinking I was going to win it. Didn't win it, so I was kind of upset because one, I wanted to go wireless, but two, I also knew that the MRC wireless, it had all 28 function keys, and I was thinking, well, my NCE Power Cab doesn't. That sucks. But what I did was I became a member on Yahoo of the MRC Power Cab group, and I asked them, what was our MRC Power Cab, our MRC Prodigy Wireless, and I asked them, what were some of the advantages of the MRC system. They told me some things, and I told them I was switching from NCE to MRC, and they were, one guy was asking why, and another guy had told me that you can actually access all 28 functions by utilizing the shift key, the key that's in your bottom left-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner of your controller. If you hold this down, you can actually access all 28 functions. Now, I didn't, at first when I read this, the way he had written it, it wasn't as clear as how I'm explaining it to you guys right now. But I was like, wait a minute, what? All I really understood was shift key, and that's how you access the other 28 functions. So it's like, wait, what is he talking about? So what I did is I went and did some exploring on my own, and I found out that you can actually access all 28 functions with the most basic NCE system, which is the Power Cab. Not the Pro Cab, the Power Cab. Now, a lot of people will go and try and tell you that you can only access all 28 functions with the NCE Pro Cab, the wireless system from NCE. Not true. With the Power Cab, okay, as you can see here, you can at least read this, NCE Power Cab. Okay, I have the Power Cab, got the wire right here, okay, as you can see right here. Well, black on black is not very helpful, but as you can see right here, wired, tethered up, hooked up to my layout. And as you can also see, I'm using the MTH GS4, very awesome engine. If I do recommend it for anyone who is into HO, into steam locomotives, and into Southern Pacific, because if you're into those three things, and even if you're not, you need to buy one of these because it's freaking awesome. Anyway, why I'm using the MTH engine, for those of you who don't know, MTH, their locomotives have, they can utilize, they have 28 function keys. With our 28 function keys, they have 28 functions built into their decoders. Now, MTH, they go a step beyond DCC. They have their DCS system, and there are certain functions that you cannot access on a standard DCC system unless you have all 28 function keys. I only normally what you think you can do, what I thought I could do at first for like, how long has it been? I've had this engine for not a year. I've had it since February. Or January, excuse me. But for a while I've thought that the only function keys I had were these 9 that you see right here. Oops, up here. Oh. Okay, so those 9 that you see right there. But you actually have a lot more. There's a lot more that you can do with this. So, getting on to the review itself. This is gonna blow your freaking mind because it did to me. So, as I was saying before, MTH, all MTH locomotives that are HO, DCC compatible, they have 28 functions built inside of them. I thought I only had 9. I thought I could only access 9. I can access all 28 with the NCE Power Cab. I'm going to show you how to do that. So, first off, start the locomotive up. Okay, now that, first of all, I just got to say this. I love that. When I first did that, when I took it out of the box, I was like, oh my god! Freaking out. It's so cool. Alright. Now, as you can see here, I just turned the locomotive on. You can see the headlight. Both headlights are already on. Let's just take a moment to just absorb the awesomeness of this engine. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, so let's get into it here. Alright, so this is what you're going to do. As you can see here, and as many times as I had seen this on my controller, shut up. As many times as I had seen this on my controller, I don't know why I didn't realize this. I mean, it's basically spelled out for you. Right here, it says shift. Okay, this is the shift key right here. You know, right down here, you'll see F10, F11, and F12. Okay, now before, what I would do is I would just press these, thinking that these would be the F10, F11, and F12 function keys, but I noticed that none of them were working. This would lead me to, if I press expand, this would tell me all the other, this would tell me all the other functions that I had accessed, but it wouldn't tell me, or it wouldn't utilize this function key right here. Okay, it wouldn't send this command to the engine. It wouldn't send the F11 function to the engine. Or now this button right here, F10, the program button is actually function 10. The expansion button is actually function 11. And the speed step button, whether you want to have speed steps 28 or 128, this is the function 12 button. Now, in order to access these functions, you have to hold down the shift key, then press the corresponding function. And if you notice here, here's a shift. It says shift right here. There's a little line. You be quiet. I'm trying to make a review here. There is a shift button, right? The line goes from here and it goes down through here. Now, this basically is spelling out, hold down the shift key, stupid, and then press the other button. Didn't realize that. So, what you do, like I said, hold down the shift key, and listen. This is function 10. And of course it's not going to do it right now. There you go. 3 toots of the whistle. Freaking awesome, right? Now, let's do that again to show you guys. Okay, but remember, the whole key is to hold down shift while you press the other button. So hold this down, press the other button. Okay? Next thing, function 11. I'm going to show you guys that. So hold down shift, function 11. Now you may be wondering, okay, why didn't it do anything? Well, this function it's coupler slack. So basically, when I move the train forward, you'll hear the slack of the coupler when you first start off. Back her up. Actually, let's do it this way. See, it works in both directions. Okay, back to forward. Awesome, right? Function 12. Let me see if what does function 12 do? Oh, I remember now. This is one that I was really upset that I couldn't access. I knew I could access it on my train club, the train club that I go to, called Incho Model Railroad Club, located in Spokane, Washington, in the Spokane Valley. If you're ever in the area, Spokane Valley, we're right behind the U City Mall, the old U City Mall in Spokane. Come check us out. We should be having We should be having an open house sometime next month. Hopefully, more details later. If you have any questions on how to get there, please send me a message. At any rate, Incho Model Railroad Club. We use Digitrax down there. And we have function keys 1 through 12. And I was happy about that. Because those, well, I'm like, oh wow, 3 more functions I can access, right? That I couldn't access at home. Well, this function right here was the one I really wanted to access because it was something that was unique to any other steam locomotive that I had ever had. So check this out. I'm going to utilize function 12 here. So once again, hold down shift, press 12. That's right, the air horn. The Southern Pacific, on a lot of their locomotives, their locomotives would either have 2 whistles, or maybe sometimes they would have an air horn and a whistle. Apparently, this was because that people who lived around the railroad, residents around the railroad, didn't like the whistles. So what they did was they just integrated an air horn inside their locomotives, inside their steam locomotives, and this, I suppose, made it better for the residents. I don't see how. Diesel horns are a little bit more annoying to me than steam engine whistles, or at least I love them both, of course. But then again, I'm a steam guy. I'm a little bit biased. So what are you going to do with that? Okay, so now you guys are wondering, okay, well, Railroad Kid 1937, that's cool and all. I see you've accessed 3 more functions, but what about the other 20? God dang it, not 28. What about the other few functions? I don't feel like doing the math. Sue me. What about the other few functions that 16. There's 16 functions. Okay, so I did do the math. What about the other 16 functions that you promised us? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that as well. There's 2 ways to access those functions, okay? 2 ways. Check this out. You're going to hold down the shift key again. You can either hold down 0 or you can hold down the headlight button. I believe it's the headlight button. Whoops. I actually accessed them already. Let's see. Is it? Yep, it's the headlight button. Just had to make sure. So basically, you can either hold down Shift and the headlight button, or you can hold down Shift and 0. I prefer to hold down Shift and 0 just because that's how that's how I did it originally. But Shift 0, it'll pop up functions 10 through 19. You're gonna see that on your controller. Okay, functions 10 through 19 are gonna pop up. Okay, 0 is function 10, 1 is function 11. 2 is function 12, and so on. Okay, function 3, I'm not going to show you guys function 3, or excuse me, function 13, because what it does is it turns on the smoke, and these guys start talking so they can interrupt me again. Okay, and I can't move the train for some reason. I don't know how to turn that function off, but it's weird, and I lost my instruction manual somewhere, and I'm going to have to find it and see how to turn that off. So I'm not going to show you function 13, but the smoke comes on and the train is just idle. But I will show you function 14, and some of the functions sometimes just won't work. I'm not entirely sure why, but sometimes the functions just won't work. Anyway, so we'll go Shift. Actually, no, you don't have to press Shift again because we've already done that. So basically, functions. You're going to see F10 through F19. These are going to stay up here. Press 4. Okay, so basically, what that does, the function 14 for my GS4. It's an extended shutdown sequence. So you're gonna hear the guys shutting down the steam locomotive and everything. Whoops, and I just cut it off early. Short circuit detected, that's not good. Uh-oh. How did that happen? I don't like that. Apparently a short circuit has been detected somewhere on the layout, and that's not cool. That's weird. Never had that happen before. Now, of course I'm trying to make a video. It never ceases to amaze me. Oh. Okay, we're okay now. And then all my other trains start up. Yeah, you hear my other engine in the background. So let's turn him off. Let's function 8. Select loco. We're going to go to 56, 47, enter. Put you on mute. Okay, recall. Back to the review. Alright, here we go. I'm not sure how much longer YouTube's gonna let me record, but okay, now the smoke came on. Not good. Alright, turn that off. If the video cuts off, I'll put up a part 2 video explaining this more. Of course. Anyway, so back to the locomotive. Alright. As you can see here, the locomotive's back on, so I'll show you the extended shutdown sequence again. So we're gonna do Shift. Hold down Shift. 0. Okay, sorry, let me put this. So, okay, let's try this again. Shift 0. You're going to see F10 through F19 pop up. I'm going to press function 14. Okay, shut it off. Clear. I got to blow it out. Clear? Clear. Hook her back up to help speed. And that'll shut down the locomotive. Alright guys, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and break this up into 2 segments. I'm going to go ahead and upload this one, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to make another segment, part 2, and we're going to access the remaining functions on the controller, the remaining 14. So, it's Railroad Kid 1937 saying, thanks for watching guys, hope you like my first video review ever, hope I'm doing a good job, let me know what you think. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this one out, I'm gonna stop this video, make part 2, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thanks for watching.